Namaskar. Welcome to this edition of News Bulletin. In the headlines today, Honorable Chief Minister of Odisha assures all necessary support to SAIL in Odisha. SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant begins the calendar year on a record monthly performance.
CPP3 of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant sets new record in single-day power generation. And awareness program on defensive driving held to mark Road Safety Month at SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant.
Blast Furnace 4 Annapurna of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant registers highest ever hot metal production for any single day. And blood donation camp organized at RSP in memory of Utkal Gaurav Madhusudan Das. Now the news in detail. Mrs. Soma Mandal, Chairman SAIL, and Mr. Deepak Chattaraj, CEO Rourkela Steel Plant, met Mr. Naveen Patnaik, the Honorable Chief Minister of Odisha at Bhubaneswar on 3rd February 2021. The Honorable Chief Minister discussed various issues pertaining to SAIL and assured the Chairman, SAIL, all necessary support to the company in Odisha. He also highlighted Odisha's conducive atmosphere to become the steel capital of the country and the vision to transform it into a manufacturing hub of South Asia by leveraging its rich mineral resources. The Honorable Chief Minister also appreciated Mrs. Soma Mandal for her achievements as a girl from Odisha shining in the corporate world of the country and becoming chairman of the Maharatna company SAIL. SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant began the calendar year 2021 with a record monthly performance in January. Continuing the success spree with which it had ended the year 2020, the steel plant marched ahead to register the best ever monthly saleable steel production in the first month of the year. The steel plant produced 331,003 tons of total saleable steel, thereby improving on its earlier best performance of 326,210 tons achieved in the previous month, that is December 2020. RSP also recorded the best January performance in many key areas. Best January hot metal production of 394,646 tons was recorded, thereby surpassing the earlier record made in 2019. Out of this blast furnace, 5 contributed 244,275 tons of hot metal and thereby registered its best January performance as well. The steel melting shops 1 and 2 produced 350,388 tons of crude steel, which was again a best January performance. SMS2 alone made 305,677 tons, thereby clocking its best January performance. Hot strip mill 1 rolled out 167,554 tons of HR coils to clock the best January, thereby breaking an old record created in 2014. Highest ever single day production of 9,040 tons of HR coil achieved on 20th January was another highlight of the mill. Sinter plants with 630,823 tons of total sinter production and raw materials handling plant with a dispatch of 188,357 tons were the other major units to achieve the best January performance. The Coke Ovens Battery 6 also equaled the best January performance by achieving an average of 92 pushings per day, thereby equaling its previous best performance record in January 2017. The RSP collective led by Mr. Deepak Chattaraj, CEO, is making every effort to further improve its performance in the days to come and reap the benefits of a positive market so as to add to the bottom line of the company.
Captive Power Plant 3 of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant, consisting of steam turbine generators in power blowing station, top recovery turbine generator and back pressure turbine generator, generated a record of 48.11 megawatt of electrical power on 3rd February 2021. This is the highest average daily power generation in CPP3 since the inception of these units during 2013-2015. Also, the steam turbine generators generated 27.78 megawatt of electrical power. Earlier, on 26 October 2020, the unit registered a record by producing 46.70 megawatts of electrical power, which was subsequently broken the very next day when it produced 47.73 megawatt of power on a single day on 27th October. The power generated by different devices which contributed to this feat are steam turbine generators STG1 11.87 megawatt 6.29 MVAR, STG2 15.91 megawatt 7.96 MVAR, BPTG 4.71 megawatt 2.37 MVAR and TRTG 15.62 megawatt 7.41 MVAR. This was possible through number of incremental system improvements like enhancing the vacuum in condensers in STG1, STG2 and turbo blowers during the recent capital repairs of Boiler 1 in January 2021, enhancing the reliability of boilers and related auxiliaries, revival of acid dosing system in cooling water circuit, rationalization, optimization and balancing of steam generation in boilers and their effective utilization in turbine generators and turbo blowers. Also, the TRTG unit was operated continuously at the near maximum potential and the BPTG was operated at a higher range of steam utilization. This is a great achievement considering the fact that this record power generation was done in addition to the continuous supply of the required cold blast volume of 330,000 Nm cube of air with pressure of 4.10 kg per centimeter square to blast furnace 5 for hot metal production. This feat by CPP3 was facilitated by the support and efforts of EMD Blast Furnaces Department, CDCP, Instrumentation Department, Centralized Electrical Departments, etc. An awareness program was held at HRD Center of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant on defensive driving to mark the Road Safety Month 2021 on 4th February. The inaugural session was attended by Mr. Bibhu Prasad, Deputy Director, Factories and Boilers, and Mr. M.K. Mishra, Assistant Director, Factories and Boilers from Government of Odisha. The session was attended by 60 employees comprising departmental safety officers, area safety officers, and heavy vehicle operators. During the program, a session on defensive driving was conducted by Mr. S. Tripathi, an expert faculty of Hero Motors Corps. The session focused on eliminating leading causes of preventable injuries and deaths such as speeding, violating right-way and traffic rules, distracted driving and improper turning. Another session on road safety was conducted by Mr. M.S. Mohini, AGM, Crane Maintenance, cum Secretary, National Safety Council, Orissa Chapter. This session aimed at positively influencing traffic behavior patterns. A video on safety was also screened on the occasion. At the outset, Mr. A.K. Pradhan, CGM, Plate Mill, Auxiliary Mill, Safety and Fire Services, delivered the welcome address and gave a brief outline of the program. The program was coordinated by Mr. K.K. Jaiswal, AGM, HRD.
SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant, a unit of Maharatna Company SAIL, has set a new record by producing 3,110 tons of hot metal on 5th February from its blast furnaces 4, Annapurna. The previous best of 3,022 tons was recorded on 31st December 2020 from the same furnace. It is worth mentioning here that the blast furnace with a useful volume of 1658 cubic meter was commissioned on 3rd July 1967. The furnace has achieved many milestones in the successful journey of its operation for the last many decades. It is worth mentioning here that inspired by the clarion call of the Honorable Prime Minister of India for an Atmanirbhar Bharat and under the guidance of the Honorable Union Minister for Petroleum and Natural Gas and Steel, SAIL, Rourkela Steel Plant is consistently improving its production performance so as to make its contribution in making India self-reliant in steel. Mr. Deepak Chattaraj, CEO RSP, visited the blast furnaces complex on 6th February morning, accompanied by Mr. Pankaj Kumar, ED Projects, with additional charge of ED Works, Mr. C.R. Mohapatra, CGM in charge MM and Marketing, Mr. B.R. Babu, CGM BF, along with many other CGMs and senior officers of the RSP. The event was organized with strict adherence to the COVID-19 guidelines. The CEO presented a bouquet and sweets to the employees to mark the occasion. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Chattaraj congratulated the collective and appreciated the teamwork and the coordination amongst different departments. He also emphasized on enhancing quality and maintaining consistency, which in turn will enable achieving better margin in the market. Mr. Kumar praised the employees for registering record-breaking performance and urged to sustain the good works. The collective, on their part, reiterated their commitment to give their best in achieving the challenging targets in upcoming future. The feat was achieved due to the integrated team efforts of all the associated departments like Sinter Plant, Raw Material Handling Plant, Coke Ovens, Traffic and Raw Materials, Captive Power Plant, Oxygen Plant, Production Planning and Control Department and Research and Control Laboratory, in addition to the quality supply of raw materials and the determined efforts of the Blast Furnace Collective. A blood donation camp was organized at the Blood Transfusion Center of Ispat General Hospital of Rourkela Steel Plant on 4th February to mark the 87th death anniversary of Utkal Gaurav Madhusudan Das. Dr. N.K. Sao, Additional CMO MNHS, inaugurated the camp. Present on the occasion were senior doctors and employees of IGH, Mr. Ajay Kumar Nayak, CGM, TA and CSR, and General Secretary, Pragati Utkal Sangh, and other members of the organization. The program was organized in collaboration with Pragati Utkal Sangha, Sector 7. Several other volunteers also joined the program. In all, 15 units of blood were collected from the voluntary blood donors in the camp. Dr. M. Soren, Additional CMO, MNHS, delivered the keynote address and also coordinated the event.
सब जिनकर आशा देश कर भरोसा दुनिया में होलक नाम रे दुनिया में होलक नाम रे से हमर गोरा से हमर गोरा स्टील के निर्माता कहे भारत माता, स्टील के निर्माता कहे भारत माता, जग में बड़ा नाम किया रे, देश की शान रहे बरकरार, ऐसा संकल्प किया रे। हमर करो, हमर करो, हमर करो, हमर करो, सब मिलके तन मन से रहा जुड़ के, आवाज सब मिलके तन मन से रहा जुड़ के, मेहनत से काम करा रे, जिनके बेरा में शाम सवेरा में ऐसा संदेश देवारे, जिनके बेरा में शाम सवेरा में ऐसा संदेश देवारे। हमर गोरा, हमर गोरा,
देश की मजबूती स्टील की मजबूती
हमसे,
हर किसी की जिंदगी से जुड़ा हुआ है सेल।
स्टील के